I've coached hundreds of players, and almost everyone makes the exact same rank ruining mistakes, and I'm sick of seeing the same mistakes. I'm joking. So here are the exact best tips for every single rank to improve, and I really recommend that you watch every single one of these. Starting off with bronze, and if you're here, I'm gonna be honest with you, you have to play the game, okay? You have to play the game and have a whole keybind overhaul, because yeah, what are these? Yeah, and I would definitely recommend that you copy pro settings and camera settings, remove camera shake please, and just to play the game, but keep your focus on just hitting the ball consistently. It might sound insane. If you're in this rank, you just need to hit the ball towards their net. That's it. Okay, keybinds, hitting the ball towards net, and playing. Onto silver is where we kind of meet the more average player, which means they won't be able to be as consistent, which means we have to train them. And training consistency just requires you playing the game and being in training, right? Free play. And in free play, you want to be trying to hit the ball as hard as you can and following up, try to get some shots on net, and try to get some half-decent touches where you can actually follow it up and finish with a strong shot on net. Most people, they get placed in gold. So it's really just about playing a tad bit smarter and not overcommitting, and having a bit more intention behind your touches. Now, a tip that you cannot miss with, it's just better kickoffs, which is going to be a simple front flip kickoff. How to do it is just boost a bit, then pick up the small pad, then front flip towards the inside of the ball to get in the middle. After you've done that, you see where your opponent is. If he's on the left, you flip to the right with the side flip. If he's on the right, you side flip to the left, and that's it. When you're not going towards the kickoff, you need to, instead of going for the boost, you need to follow up on the kickoff or cheat up for the kickoff. It's a simple front flip to get an advantage of possession, but when you're in this type of kickoff, you want to side flip to the same side, drive to the left and flip to the right. And by the way, I'm Kadao. I have my Metafy and Discord community in which you can join and also get one-on-one coaching with me. Feel free to check the first link in the description, and also if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like. I've coached all skill levels all the way up to 2.2k plus MMR, so don't worry about not being included. I'll see you. Gold rank. Here, the biggest thing is just basic ball control, okay? What that means is just like, you know, have decent possession on the ball. Because if you do not have possession, you cannot score a goal. And Rocket League is a game where you have to score more goals than your opponent. But also you have to be careful to not overcommit. It's to have kind of basic awareness, you know. Having possession, when you're done with your possession, rotate. Like, go behind your teammate, let him challenge. If he's just full chasing, let him do his thing, you do your will. Platinum. It's gonna be shadow defense. What that means is just good solid one-on-one defense, because you cannot, here it's so random. You have to not count on your teammate at all, okay? You have to just play your game, shadow defend, like mimic your opponent's movements while covering net, trying to force him into the corner. This is a tip which is used for almost all ranks, but it's super important here to not overcommit. It's super important here to get knowledge about what possession is, because really what possession is, you cannot just go for a challenge when they have possession. So you have to try to force them to give you the possession by doing a fake challenge, by fake jumping, stuff like that. It's pretty simple, but you just have to know what possession is more to try to get some more threatening attacks. It's definitely gonna be a tad bit of boost management as well, getting a bit of small pads, trying to get the small boost padding, and not 100 boosting all the time, using flips a bit more. But then also you really have to pay attention that you don't flip when a decision is about to happen. Challenging in defense especially, you have to realize that challenging in defense is just you playing with your teammate more. That's always going to be useful, even in SSL GC. Playing with your teammate more in defense. That means not challenging when he's closer to the ball, rotating around him, forcing for your teammate so he has an easier time saving the ball, so you're not awkwardly in net, the both of you, and just trying to make your teammate a bit less awkward, to be a bit more clear with your car language. That is a bit of higher rank tip though. Onto Diamond is where we really have to put more emphasis on the simple fundamentals, so a tad bit more consistent and being a bit clearer with your rotation, and a bit more awareness in defense. The fundamentals will always be simple flicks and dribbles and power shots, fast aerials. Honestly, you don't need the air dribbling yet. Definitely what comes to play is a lot of back post rotation here. A lot of back post rotation, letting your teammate challenge and kind of following the flow of the play a tad bit more. Also, you may have realized that I wasn't focusing on offense this much this video, and that's because everyone is focusing on offense, right? So the most effective way to improve is focusing on the areas that the players are not focusing on, because everybody's practicing the offensive parts of the game, but nobody's focusing on the dirty work that you have to do in defense. For champion, it's gonna be eliminating that hesitation that you might have. Like, players will punish that slow decision that you make, because players in champion love to chase the ball, which is why you have to play proactively. Anticipate where the ball is going, because you know they're gonna go for the ball, so you 50 and then you anticipate the next move, which is gonna be ball is going to the right, then you go to the right, then they will probably chase, then you get it over them. It's playing a tad bit more smarter and keeping stuff simple. And then you really have to clean up your recoveries. Try to have faster rotations. When you're done with your play, when you're on 0 boost, you have to rotate back post rotation, and let your teammate challenge and keep the flow of the game going until you score a goal. Gonna be really refining those fundamentals, and I don't really want to just keep saying refine fundamentals. You have to have the fundamentals down if you want to get SSL, right? So it's really just refining until you can have the consistency to really mechanically be on another level. And mechanically, I don't mean freestyle. Grand champ, final push to SSL, mastering power and accuracy, mastering small pads, keeping it simple, controlling first touches, keeping the ball close and reacting, being way more aware where your opponents are so you can play around them, not always keeping the ball close to you. It's also really gonna be boost starving your opponent a lot to create that pressure. It's gonna be maintaining pressure and being good enough to get rid of their pressure and transfer into you having pressure. It's gonna be like way better Rocket League, you know, okay? You have possession, you do something good with the possession, you maybe score. If you don't score, you have to be quick with your recoveries to get back in time. And then you save it, and then you get a good first touch, and then you get the possession, and then you get a good hook shot to score the goal. And then it's a loop of perfecting every single thing and being consistent enough to actually reach that level. On to Supersonic Legend. You might think you perfected everything, but it's the common saying that the difference between a Supersonic Legend player and a top pro player is about a Diamonds and an SSL level, which has a lot of truth to it, because it's really a big difference. It's so much consistency, it's so much playing, it's so much, I guess, mindless grinding, but it's really, you have to keep focused, a bit more outside the game, and just good practice. It's getting that fundamentals 100% down. It's getting good first touches, good follow-ups, good possession, quality reads, a lot of game sense. It's the top 0.1% rank for a reason, you know? It's everything almost perfected, but you know, just getting better and better and better while grinding and having focused hours. Thank you for watching the video, and if you liked how I explain things, feel free to check out the first link in the description for my one-on-one coaching. I help more than hundreds and hundreds of people, so if you want to improve, feel free to check out all of my sessions and schedule a session with me. Subscribe and I'll catch you later.